What's up, my guys? We are back in line once again. Sorry for the wait. We kind of had to take a little bit of a week off, and that is my doing. No fault of Tiggy Nations at all. Had a bunch of traveling I was doing last week, so I just didn't really get to hop on. But glad to be back. What's up, my guy, Tiggy Nation?
How's it going? How's it going? A lot's happening. A lot's happening in the world of Chicken Nation. A lot's happening in the past 2 weeks. And yeah, just excited to kind of go over it. Speaking of what's been happening, I mean, I know the Pittsburgh Steelers had a hell of a couple weeks. Not only taking out the Atlanta Falcons, but also taking out, the Nixon favorite Denver Broncos. I wish Jake was on for this. I think he should have to do a speech of some sort as well.
Mhm. Yeah. No, you're right. And I thought, since I made us wait another week, I decided to talk about why the Steelers are the best team over the Falcons and the Broncos. I figured that was punishment enough. Family favorite team, Denver Broncos. My local team, the Atlanta Falcons. I cannot escape the Pittsburgh Steelers. But no, yeah, I put a nice little speech together, and we'll just kick it off right now. I haven't timed this. I'm not quite sure how long this is going to take me, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by saying the Pittsburgh Steelers are unquestionably superior to both the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. It's not just about history, it's about reality, the current reality as seen this year in 2024. Let's break it down. The Falcons, bless their hearts, faced the Steelers in week 1, and it was like watching a bird try to outfly a freight train. The Steelers won 18-10, thanks largely to the mighty foot of Chris Boswell, who nailed 6 field goals. In fact, the Falcons couldn't even score an offensive touchdown until the fourth quarter. By that point, Boswell had already kicked Atlanta back to the Stone Age. Plus, TJ Watt was out there playing like he was offended that someone even thought about putting Kirk Cousins back on a football field. Then came week 2 against the Broncos. Oh, Denver, home of the mile-high disappointment. Bo Nix, God bless his youth, threw the ball 42 times and yet only managed to move the ball about as far as my grandma could if she were pulling a truck up 2 Mile Hill. The Broncos managed just 1 touchdown, courtesy of Nix's legs, not his arm. The Steelers' defense, meanwhile, put the clamps down, allowing just 6 points in a 13-6 victory. To close it out, why are the Steelers better, you might ask? Well, aside from the fact that they've won 6 Super Bowls, unlike the Broncos, who are still riding the fumes of that Peyton Manning miracle from years ago, and the Falcons who, well, they just want 1 Super Bowl ring, #28-3. The Steelers are the better team this year because their defense is suffocating, their special teams are elite, and their offense, while maybe not the flashiest, gets the job done. So, Falcons and Broncos fans, I hope you're comfortable because the Steelers have already sent you both packing. Thank you, and Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl.
That was fantastic. That was a great job, JT. Fantastic job.
Thank you. Thank you.
What a rendition. What a rendition.
I felt good. I felt good reading that. I felt like I delivered it well. Not happy about the content, but, we got it done.
Yeah, that was a good speech. I think no AI used in the making of this film, all from the heart.
Yep.
Wow.
I added a little splash of myself in there. You saw the 2 Mile Hill reference, the #28-3. That was me. Mm-hmm. So I sprinkled a couple of things in there.
Very topical. That was good, JT. It takes a big man to shrink himself down and go through that.
God bless ChatGPT. I was like, I don't have my speech ready. Let me ask my good old buddy ChatGPT for some help.
So you did use some AI.
No, of course. Yeah, of course. Dude, I tell you what, like if you have like I do this all the time. Like if I have a sentence in my mind that I just can't quite articulate, I'm like, hey, can you rewrite this sentence for me, like better?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll give me some options, and I, play around with that.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a nice resource.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
So what's up, Tiggy Nation? Tell me about it. I know we got a lot going on here. What's going on in your life?
So we got a couple things. One, I'm gonna have to at some point. I'm gonna have to step away for like 2 minutes because a buddy's coming over and we're going to a concert tonight. That is
completely fine.
We're going to a concert tonight and we are going to be seeing Green Day.
Oh, dude, you've hit some good concerts here the past few weeks.
Oh yeah, Green Day is going to be out here. Smashing Pumpkins and 2 other bands are opening for them. We are not going to the first 2 bands and only going to Smashing Pumpkins and Green Day. I think Green Day is playing like 30 some songs. Like it's insane. So I'm like, listen, I don't really care about the first 2 acts. I'm going to be honest. Let's go a little later. We're going to be there for like 3-4 hours anyway. Let's go see what we want to see, and that's Green Day. Also, tickets were like $18 somehow we snagged.
Damn. $18.
So that's good, yeah. So that's good. So I was a little hectic today. I mean, we're getting out late. We have a system that runs our entire scheduling for across the Air Force, basically. It's been down for 4 days. So no one knows who's on what or what's doing anything. Like it's madness right now at work. And that's been stressing me out completely. I get home, I'm trying to do some laundry. I'm like, I don't know whose spots in the dryer. Like I don't want to touch anyone's stuff. I'm like, I get my stuff in there. I'm running. My friend's like, hey, I'm out early. I'm coming on the way. I'm like, dude, we haven't even started recording yet.
It's all good. It's all good. No worries.
So that's my life right now. Probably chat about some other things, but JT, how was your 2 weeks? Let's get a little rundown of your 2 weeks here.
Oh man, let's see. So all right, let me pull up my old trusty calendar here. Big calendar guy these days. So what happened? What happened the week of September 7th? I think Angie worked all weekend. I just kind of hung out at home, watched some college football, watched some NASCAR. That was fun. And then last week I had a whole lot going on. Had to go to Charleston, South. Well, I'm not going to say I had to go. I'm going to say I got to go to Charleston, South Carolina for work for a couple days. First time ever being there. Beautiful place. I can see that's a tough place to go to because it's like, man, this place is great. You don't want to leave. Really cool. It was a very quick jaunt. I think I sent you a picture. Did I send you a picture of my hotel room right on the Hilton, right on the water there on the little, whatever you want to call it right there. Not that it's ocean water, but it's, it's like a canal, a river, whatever. So that was cool. Good time. Had some pretty good drives there and back. Then we went to Wheeling and we went to Wheeling for a night. Stayed at Jake's, got to see him for a little bit. Woke up the next day, went to see all the grandparents. Went to Morgantown to see Angie's parents, and then we went to the farm for the rest of the weekend. Very nice weather. Got to hang out with my mom and dad. Angie's parents came down too to watch the West Virginia Pitt game. We all watched at the farmhouse. Beautiful day. My only complaint is that WVU freaking sucks.
Oh man.
I'm done. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch all the games. I'll probably still yell at the TV, but I'm done. I'm done with getting my hopes up. This was supposed to be all the Mountaineers' year, all blah blah blah. We're gonna be so good. Garrett Green's gonna be a freaking Heisman contender. All the bull crap, and we're just not a good football team. I think a lot of it is coaching. Did you watch the game?
So I watched some of it, but I wasn't watching at the end, which apparently something happened
Oh
And
my God.
I don't know what, but a lot of blame coming Neil Brown's way. I don't know if it was a coaching blunder or what, but you could probably you've sounds like you've saw it start to finish. So what happened?
I mean, dude, like it was a tight game the whole time, right? I mean, you expect it to be top rivalry game out of all of, college football. It's a big rivalry game. So it was a tight game, back and forth game. I think we were down. Don't quote me. I'm not as good as Jake on this stuff. Don't. I think we're down at like 10 at one point. Anyway, came out second half, completely dominated. We were up by 10. We managed the whole set, the entire second half in its entirety. Ended up by 10 with 4 minutes left in the game. And they came down and scored two touchdowns in 4 minutes. Just completely crumbled. I'm blaming the coaches as a coaching staff. Couldn't defend them, yeah. And then when we got the ball back, could not run a successful play, and it was just unreal.
So did they score 7 onside kick and then go down 7 again?
No, no, they didn't onside kick. We got the ball back. I think we like 3 and out.
Yeah,
and we were like, well, we can't.
No running the ball.
See, I can't remember each play, but they love to run like either swing passes to the outside or like horizontal runs where it's like you're not gaining anything.
Yeah.
And it's not helping. So like we gained like no yards, had to punt. They drove back down. We got the ball back with like 30 some seconds left. GG threw an interception. And then the game was over. Something like that. The fact checkers that listen, I might have screwed up a couple details, but that's what happened. And I couldn't believe it. It's crazy.
Well, we're going to go with your recollection because I can't speak to the matter. But that kind of happened last night, 2 nights ago, Monday night. Eagles just running down the clock, third down. Mm-hmm. They decided to throw a little screen pass to Saquon. Yeah. Saquon, probably one of the best like two-way backs in the league, drops the ball.
Yeah, I did see that.
40, 50 seconds now, no longer running on the clock. Whatever. Falcons come down and score immediately after.
Yeah.
Just run the ball. Don't. Oh my God. Everyone's trying to be the next, quarterback wizard, the next, offensive genius. Like, oh, they're not going to think we're going to throw the ball. Dude, just run the ball. Just run the ball. Yeah. Like you can't create more opportunities for mistakes when you're in the lead here. Don't beat yourselves. Let them come down and beat you.
Crazy. Unreal freaking crazy, dude. But good to see for the Falcons, put on for my city. Like to see some hope there. It seems like they haven't been a very hopeful team the past few years. So that's cool.
I think you guys will be good. I think you guys will be all right. It's just the Steelers football right now is such an outlier because their defense is good and their offense sucks. Mm-hmm. And somehow like I'm going to say shittiness, even though they're not shitty. Like the way they play forces every team to come down to their level in a sense,
Yeah, like, no, I see what you're saying.
Oh, they just smother the good teams, and they make them look bad. They make everyone just look bad.
Scrappy, gritty. No, that's cool. I know. I mean, their defense is crushing it. I'm in a fantasy league where we have defensive players as well, and I have TJ Watt on my team. So
that's cool. I think we did that a couple of years ago, and then like sacks were worth too much, and like TJ Watt was scoring 30 points a game or something like that. I was like, all right, we just take these fucking guys out.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of that, it's week 3 of fantasy. I'm already like, my head's already out of the game. I'm not worrying about the waiver wire. I left a injured player out this week. I left Marvin Harrison Jr. on my bench this week. I'm doing all the wrong things, and my head's already out of it.
So here's my question, Tiggy Nation. Are you like a big try to trade people, try to pick up people on waivers? Like, are you doing that like all the time?
I used to be. I used to like I would go on the ESPN website and see what Eric Campbell is gonna see what he predicts will be the best pickup And I was like picking up guys left and right. Now I just don't care. I will
Yeah.
trade, but I'm never looking to trade. If they want to trade me, I'm looking, and 90% of the time, like, nah, not this.
No, yeah. See, that's how I am. Like, I have gotten so many trade offers. And I just deny. I don't even counter. It's like, dude, I like my team. The only time I'm switching stuff around, obviously, when there's bye weeks and if someone gets hurt. That's literally all that I like to do. 'Cause I think sometimes you can self-sabotage yourself by like trying to get someone who did good one week and then you do get them and then they do bad and then the person you traded is doing well. It's like it's almost too much.
There's highs and lows. It's all a valley. They do a couple weeks good. That's when you want to sell him because odds are he's gonna have a couple of bad weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm so sick of fantasy football. I'm sick of hearing about it too. At the office, this guy's like, "Oh, I got 3 guys injured on fantasy." I'm like, dude, I don't care, man. I don't care at all.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm in the same boat. How was your past couple weeks though? What's going on? What's going on in your life?
So there is a topic I do want to discuss. My buddy is at the gate, so I don't want to bring it up now. I'll bring it up when I get back. But I just want to say, where did you get the Kona Big Wave hat? Because I need it like yesterday.
Okay, so look it up on Instagram. They have a website too. It's a company called Jack's Surfboards. Okay. And it's a surf company, which I follow a ton of these beachy merchandise companies. Like I love that. I love those kind of brands. And I guess they partnered, and this is just going on right now. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna talk and talk to the people for a while. I'll wait for Tiki Nation to tell them about the brand. But you know what? I'm just trying to think about what's going on in my life right now. Oh, I'll tell you what's going on. So the mornings, guys, listen. The mornings, the past few weeks, fall's creeping in there. It's getting darker earlier. The sun is coming up later. I've been lighting some candles. Lit a candle today in my office. Very good scent. A little cool outside in the morning. Still dark, it's kind of overcast kind of day. I'm like, fall is all the way back. Best time of the year. I don't care what anybody says. Here's the thing. Okay, we have fall, right? Everyone's like, yay, fall is freaking awesome, right? And then winter comes, and we're like, oh my gosh, so freaking cold. And then it starts to warm up again. And then you're like, oh man, like, I don't know how I ever like anything else. Like, summer's the absolute best. Like, hell yeah. Which summer is great. Love summer. But every time, and I don't mean sometimes, every single time fall rolls around, immediately good vibes. Immediately, you're like, this is the absolute best time of the year. Let's open the windows up. Let's cool the house down a little bit. Get the nice big blankets out. Let's make some chili. Let's drink a nice hot cup of tea while we're watching a movie in the evening. Light some candles. You know what I'm saying? Get all the fall scented candles. Let's start baking a bunch of stuff. So I talked about, hey, we went home this weekend to see our family, right? And here's the problem. I don't eat a whole lot of sweets, but I eat a whole lot of freaking sweets when I go home because my grandma loves to bake and my mom loves to bake. They're baking all the desserts, all the pumpkin cupcakes. My mom made a nice zucchini bread, and I swear she had a whole loaf of zucchini bread that she made, and I ate about 8 freaking pieces of it. And Tiki Nation, I can't wait for you to listen back to this 2.5 minutes because, hey kids, close your ears. I haven't shut the fuck up since you got up. I don't think I took a breath. That is impressive.
That's pretty good.
Pretty impressive. But anyway, back to Jack's Surfboards.
Yeah.
So Jack's Surfboard, it's just like one of those surfing companies. Love those kind of companies. Like Billabong and all that shit. I love those companies. I love their clothes. I love their hats. They partnered with Kona, and they have hoodies, hats, long sleeve tees, t-shirts. So I got a hat and I got a long sleeve t-shirt.
What's that brand called again? Can we get that again?
Yeah, Jack's Surfboards. It's like Jack's Surfboards or Jack's Surfboard Company or something like that.
JackSurfboards.com.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Jack's Surfboard. Here we go. And I'm sure you'll find the Kona stuff on.
I'm just going to search Kona. I'm searching Kona. And what do we got? We got t-shirts, Kona Big Wave t-shirt. Oh, like a road trip crew neck sweatshirt. Oh, I want that, dude.
Yep. So I was like, I got to get some of this stuff. So I got that black long sleeve tee with the flowers on the arms.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I got that, and obviously the hat I'm wearing.
Dude, I love the board the board shorts.
Oh, dude, I could have bought them every single piece on here, but I was like, I can't do that.
Oh, dude, the board shorts. I like both pairs of the board shorts. Dude, I love this. It actually has a Billabong shirt on this too.
Yeah, so like.
And then the snapback trucker hats, dude.
Yeah.
Only $15?
Dude, I know. Honestly, I might buy another one.
I like the road trip crew neck sweatshirt. I think that's my favorite item. The gray one.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude.
A lot of good stuff,
looks so
right?
cool, dude. So vintage. You can do like a his and her with the top, the taupe. Oh man. Is it taupe or top?
Taupe.
Taupe?
I think it's taupe. Yeah. I like that cream color hoodie. Maybe a girl's, but it's whatever.
Hey, it's all unisex.
It's a nice hoodie.
I like that, man. I'm gonna have to buy some after this.
I know.
I mean, this stuff's so cool. Maybe we can do a collab with them or something, dude. I also love Kona Big Wave as well.
Dude, no, listen. Isn't it good?
It's one of my favorite like summery beers. If they have it on draft, dude, every time I will get it.
Dude, it's like I'd argue like it's like my go-to these days. It tastes good.
Yep.
Like it's a good ass beer. I love Kona.
Yeah.
And it's got a good vibe, I'm all about like it's got a sick can. Like I'm all about it. Like I love labels, like coffee companies. Like I love different brands of coffee and cool beer cans and stuff. So Kona, big fan. Kona.
Big fan Kona. Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right. Should we get into it here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to talk about what I called you about the other day, JT. And by the other day, like last week.
Yep.
So guys, I've been in the dating sphere for a minute, all online because that's where you meet people, because I don't really do much outside of going to the golf course and going to work. And I go out to like a dive bar once every 3 weeks. So, I don't really do many things to meet people. So went on this date. First of all, before the dates, we're texting all this, we're talking, what are we going to do? I internally have a plan. She's like, I have this idea for a plan. I'm like, cool, let's hear it. She's like, yeah, maybe we can like talk later about it. I'm like, sure. And like, she ends up FaceTiming me. She FaceTimes me before we meet. Everything's good. I'm great on the FaceTime, great on the video call. It's like a, I feel like I'm in a one-man performance. I'm up on stage performing. Yeah. So crush the FaceTime. Next day, another FaceTime. We're talking about the date the next day. I think we FaceTime Sunday, Monday. Day was Tuesday. It's Monday. Crush the FaceTime again. So excited. Yada yada yada. I'm like, cool. She doesn't hate my face on the video. That's like the half the battle. Awesome. Tuesday comes. We go to this cool swanky bar where they serve like discounted pizza slices, and it's real. I don't know. It's cool. I actually got a Kona there. Fantastic. Great date. Great first date. And I do well on first dates, but I'm usually super hyped up after. But I feel like I'm a very charismatic and like big personality guy. So I think I'm going to have fun with basically anyone if they respond, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was so blown away by how this girl like spoke and how funny she was, and obviously very attractive, but like very funny, very communicative. Was doing all like crossing off every box. You know what I mean? Like, awesome. Like fantastic. And everything was good. And after the date, I get home and I'm just like, I think I met my wife.
I love it.
Because
Yeah.
you get so excited. And I'm not usually super excited after the date. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you kind of come back to earth after the 20-minute drive and you're like, there were some things, I don't know,
Right.
but this was
right.
fantastic. This was fantastic. I was like, and I'm never like this after the date. You can ask my roommates and stuff. And I was like, this is crazy. So good. She was mentioning stuff about oh, I want to go to Perkins with Hattie and stuff like, you know what I mean? Like just like kind of like very forward stuff. But when you're a guy, you don't care. You're like, oh, that's cool. You know what I mean? If
Mhm.
I said it the other way, it might be a little different. But I'm like, oh, cool. Everything goes great Tuesday. Awesome. Wednesday, fantastic again. Thursday, 2 days after the date, it all goes downhill somehow.
Really?
It all goes downhill.
No way.
It all goes downhill. It all goes downhill, JT.
No way.
And I couldn't believe it. Because if it doesn't go well on both ends Tuesday, Wednesday's the day that's like awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Wednesday was fine. Wednesday was cool. She was like, hey, I'm free Saturday. Like, we should do something then. I'm like, oh, awesome. Sounds good. And Wednesday was great. Thursday was like kind of good, but like, she was like teaching and stuff. She like teaches as well as her like profession and stuff too. So I'm like super cool. And I don't know, just it was like a little weird, but I was like, oh, it's whatever. She's just busy. And then like out of nowhere, it was like, hey, I don't know if I can keep doing this. Yada 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 yada. I'm just like, I was kind of like blown away.
Oh man.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would care, but we got along so well. So I'm like,
Yeah. Dang, dude.
yeah. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? This is gonna make me look like the biggest schmuck right now. But this, what's funny? So she FaceTimed me Wednesday after this is post date.
Yeah.
She was like, hey, I was in your neck of the woods, like the west side of Phoenix. And she was like, I was at lunch and we went to Home Goods. And she was like, I had to get this decor. Let me show you. And she showed me, and it was like these little chickens. And they were just sitting on this counter. And I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Like, of course, you had to get those. You must have gotten those. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, it's very cute. She's like, yeah, there was a third one. It was super big, but I was like, I didn't think I needed him. But like now I'm like, I kind of wish I had it, So, oh, okay. Well, she's like, yeah, I'm going to have to ask my friend to get it. So Wednesday night, that's Wednesday night. Thursday, I'm like, you know what? I'm so close. Why don't I just go get it for her? You know what I mean? And so I get it. Then that happens. And
you're about to pull
this big fucking chicken.
This is the hardest I've ever laughed on pod. That is awesome, but like that sucks, but I love the chicken.
So I have this fucking chicken now.
I love the chicken, but that sucks, dude. Oh my gosh. Does she know you have the chicken?
So she sends this long text like, hey, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm in the right state. You were very like she kept going like, I had a great time. Like, you were fantastic, like really sweet, really genuine. I liked hanging out with you, all this stuff. And so I respond and say, now what the hell am I gonna do with this chicken?
What did she say to that?
I'm just kidding. I didn't say that, but I should have. Said that.
You should have.
No, I was literally so shocked. I literally had the message open, and I leave my read receipt on. I think I had the message open for 30 minutes before I could like even comprehend.
Dang, yeah, man. What?
But
that really sucks, man.
So it sucks. But so let me go buy the chicken. So now I'm stuck because I was like, dude, what am I gonna do with this fucking chicken? It's a constant reminder. But I'm like, I'm not returning it to whatever Home Goods. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, maybe I should just like drop it off at her work or something. Be like, listen, just give this to her. Like, but then she's going to think that I did it after the fact. You know what I mean? Like, no one's going to know that I did this out of the goodness of my goddamn heart.
Yeah.
Before all this happened. Like, it's going to look spiteful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, well, I'm just going to keep it. And it's going to be, I don't know.
Yeah. Memorabilia. Dang, that's crazy, though. Like, I wonder what happened,
So I'll tell you, JT, I might find out what happened. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I've given it to myself today that I'm going to text her today.
I think you should, to be honest.
And now you tell me if this is the craziest thing, because you're saying text her, and what I want to text is I don't need an answer. I'm not questioning anything, but I think what I'm going to say is, I had a really great, I might say like I'm still a little upset, I guess, obviously from last week. I just thought we had a really good time and we connected super well. And I literally want to say, like, and if you thought about me the past week at all, like, the door's not closed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you want to reach out, or if you are getting second thoughts about not seeing me, let it be known the door's not closed. Because I really, like, I'm not even kidding. Oh my gosh, it was incredible. It was incredible. The compliments back and forth. It was such good rapport. And so I think I'm gonna message her after this, and maybe we'll have an update next week. Because I mean, it was weird, and I think maybe it was just going too fast. But I feel like you never want it to be your fault internally, So in my mind, I'm like, I wasn't the one initiating the FaceTimes and stuff, but it's like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't think it was my fault, and I don't think it was anyone's fault.
Yeah.
But
you know what?
Yeah.
I think you should text her, because here's the thing. It's never like, oh, me and this girl hit it off and we lived happily ever after. Like, there's always shit. You know what I mean? Like, Angie and I had so much shit in the beginning, in the middle. Like, you always are going to have stuff. I think you should definitely want to reach out to her, because part of you might always be like, man, what would have happened if I did just kind of lay it all out there, So I think you should. Because what's the worst that's going to happen? She's going to say, no, I don't like you. Oh, okay. Back to where we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And I wouldn't even say that's a better answer. I mean, she could just straight out ignore me. And I'm like, okay, that's the answer. Like, I get it. But I, like you, I'm like, I don't think there's any harm. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to get any sort of vindication or validation of any kind. I literally just want to offer an olive branch or my hand and be like, listen, I don't know, maybe there's something going on, and I get it. But I think we had a really good time, and I don't want to throw it away. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, and maybe that'll help reassure her. I don't know. You know what I mean? So life's too short to not try. Life's too short to just kind of fall over and die for nothing,
Amen, brother.
And if this makes me a sucker,
then you're a sucker. I don't care. I don't either. Screw all that shit. You got, it's not cool to do that. I don't care. I don't care what's cool. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to follow my heart. A great man by the name of Matthew McConaughey said, the longer quote than this, but he said, someone asked him about love or whatever. He said, love is messy. And you know what? It is. It's not perfect. It's never going to be like, oh, this is good, and it's good all the way every day. So I think you gotta give it another shot.
Yeah, I like that, but I also will agree. Maybe not disagree, but like, I don't think it has to be difficult. Whereas some things starts out and it's like starts fighting automatically, or just there's some rifts, there's some differences already, and it's a struggle even to get it going. Yeah, and then it kind of like becomes too much too quick, and it's like, it doesn't have to be difficult. And that's why I'm like doubling down. I'm like, dude, this was so easy. It was so easy. Like, we went together, like, open hands joining. You know what I mean? Like, it was just It was so easy. And my roommates had some thoughts, and one of them was like, "Dude, don't do that. Don't do that." And they're like, "What are you even trying to do? Like, what are you hoping?" I'm like, in my mind, I'm hoping, it works out and we can be happy. I don't know. It works out. Maybe I'm fucking happy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be, I don't know. I think people think the worst, and I'm trying to just get validation of some kind and being like, no, I want to, like, dude, I don't care. I don't care to get the last word.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That was a lot of emotion just out there.
It's okay, brother. It's all good.
Hopefully it highlights hopefully the chicken highlight. I'm going to definitely have to clip the chicken thing because that was
Dude,
so
the
fun.
chick like that. No, I'm not even joking. That's the hardest I've laughed, I think, ever on a podcast.
Dude, I had a plan. So
like that was like perfect. It's like we planned it, but we didn't.
Oh, so good. And we had a plan. One of my Troy's wife Shelby, when I was gonna see her Saturday, I wasn't gonna tell her that I got this. And what I was gonna do, it was Shelby's idea. Put the chicken in the front seat, strapped up, and like when I pull up, be like, "Sorry, you gotta sit in the back."
That is too funny.
That was so perfect.
Oh God, yeah. What the hell, man? I don't know. You got to give it an. I think
you got to give me a shot.
I think so, man. I do.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, I mean,
And if it doesn't, it doesn't.
It doesn't. There's other people, and there's, I'm in a huge city, so I'm not. It's not the end of the world. I don't know. There's just something about it. Yeah, everything just went really easily, and just I really just had a good time, and I'm just taking a second chance, saying, hey, I had a really good time, and I think you did too. So I'm, not sure what's going on. I don't know. In my mind, you're the main character, so you always think it's going to work out.
Right.
Odds I get a response, maybe. I would say odds I get a response is like 60%. Odds that response is good. Of like the total 60, I would say is like 20% of that 60. But you know what?
It's still a percent.
That's something. That's something. And,
it is.
Oh well, that's just me.
No, it's going to work out. And guess what? If it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to work out. I'm also a big believer in that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If something doesn't work out, it's because God has something. I know, no, you're not super religious these days, but God has something better in store.
Yeah.
Big believer in that. So just know that, brother.
Yeah.
You're a great guy. You are a catch. You're handsome, funny, got charisma. There's nothing you got to worry about. You know?
Me?
Yeah.
Talking about me?
Exactly. Yes, you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, but what else? Moving on. What happened? What else happened?
Well, we saw the Emmys happen. Did you see the Bear win for comedy? And they went up and made a joke how we're like, in honor of the Bear winning the best comedy, we're gonna act like the Bear and not tell any jokes tonight.
No way. So I didn't watch any of the Emmys. I did see they won a bunch. So did Jeremy Allen White win, and then did the Bear the Show win too? So they won multiple awards.
Let me look it up. So I want to look it up. Who won the Emmy? Full list. I want to just make sure. So outstanding comedy. Actually, no. The Bear did not win outstanding comedy series. Hacks won. I don't know what Hacks is, but the Bear was up there, and I think just the fact that the Bear was up there, I think they were just pointing fun. Shogun won outstanding drama. Shogun won outstanding lead actor in a drama. Wouldn't that be a drama? Isn't the Bear a drama?
Yeah, like I haven't watched it, but I've seen a gazillion clips. Like, what's funny about it? Like, what would make it qualify as a comedy? You know what I mean? Like,
the only funny stuff that happens is when like Richie fires off his gun, and he's like, it's like, sorry, baby, daddy had to get real. Richie's the only funny character in the whole show.
Is he the guy that drives in the car when he has a good night at the shop or whatever, and he's listening to like a Taylor Swift song or something?
Yep.
Is that Richie? Yeah.
That is Richie, and that episode might have won, but that actor won the supporting actor in a comedy series. He won that award. And Jeremy Allen White did win. He won lead actor in comedy series because, you know, it's not a comedy. I don't know. So a lot of Bear won. A lot of Shogun won. The Crown, I didn't even know that was still going on, honestly. I'm going to be honest. Traders won Outstanding Reality Competition. So Traders, I know Jake's a big Traders fan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
Outstanding Scripted last week tonight with John Oliver. I don't even know what that show is.
John Oliver.
Yeah. A lot of other stuff. Hacks, Daily Show. Yeah. That's about
it. The Daily Show. No. I was thinking the morning show. I was like, they're still making that freaking show?
So someone won from the morning show, actually.
Oh, so they are still making that show. Damn.
Outstanding supporter actor in a drama series, Billy Crudup. And I feel like
I already know who that's about to be.
Not the guy from the league. Oh, it's the weird guy that like owns it.
Yeah. He was. I mean, from the first season, I only watched the first season, but he's really good. He's really good in the show.
He's good. He's a little like creepy too, you know.
Yeah, no, he definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And he dates
really good character.
Or married Naomi Watts as well. Yeah. Very famous.
I just saw that too when I looked it up.
Hell yeah. So that's happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to pick that back up. I really like that show. I still want to watch The Bear. I like Jeremy Allen White. Shout out to my short king. I hear that's a really good show.
Yeah.
A couple of movie things. You know what movie I rewatched? What day would it have been? Monday. Is The Martian with Matt Damon.
Yep.
I haven't watched it in a few years. That movie's good.
I love the movie.
I love that movie. So good. And talk about a freaking loaded cast.
Mm-hmm.
You have, I'm like, gosh, dang, dude. Everyone's in this movie. Like, yeah, Matt Damon, freaking Jessica Chastain, Sebastian Stan, Kate Mara, Jeff Bridges. I mean, what's his face?
Michael Pena, Sean Bean.
Freaking Ned Stark. What's
Mackenzie
the black
Davis?
Name?
Hey, how are you? Okay,
what's that one?
Cut that. We're gonna have to cut that.
What I said?
Donald Glover.
What I said? That's not bad. No, I know Donald Glover. The other guy, the guy that voices freaking Scar in the live action Lion King. Oh my gosh, He's got a crazy last name. Elijah. Oh no, what the hell is his name? Oh my gosh. He plays Victor Sweet and Chiwetel. Yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That is a name and a half.
I know. That's why I couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah. Whatever. I just couldn't remember his name.
And Jeff Daniels from.
Yeah. What did I say? I said Jeff Bridges. Yeah. Jeff Daniels. Freaking Benedict Wong. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's so many people.
He's in a lot of stuff. Nick Muhammad.
Really. Nick Muhammad. Yeah, dude. Ted Lasso. Wow. Jeez.
Good. So good.
Yeah, maybe you want how much time? Maybe you want to cut that now. I'm worried.
No, you're so good. You're so good. But I'll say a lot of people put it up against Interstellar. Do you think that's do you think that could be argued, or are you just such a big Matthew McConaughey guy? Like, listen, in the Interstellar.
No, but see, like, I know there's space movies, but like,
and Matt Damon was in both too.
Yeah, he was. I know they're space movies, but I just feel like they're totally freaking just different. I don't know. I know they're space, get it, but I feel like they're totally different movies. Like Interstellar is like
it's like Inception, honestly.
Yeah, like a crazy one, like traveling through time and shit. Like Martian is just The Martian. See, I know they're on Mars, but The Martian seems a lot more like realistic of a story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Interstellar is just kind of crazy. I don't know. I love them both. Man, that's tough. What do you think?
So I think it can be argued, and I do agree they're very different.
Mm-hmm.
But I like The Martian a lot because I think there's a lot of comedy aspects of it. It's more, and I think it allows Matt Damon to be funny. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
brings out
yeah,
his humor a lot because he's by himself and he's,
right.
he's literally speaking to the world in some of the clips, like he's taking a picture and he's flipping the camera off and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just so good. And, I don't know. It's very interesting. So I think I like Martian better because of the rewatchability and it's a lot
I,
lighter.
yeah, I honestly agree. Like, I think I do like The Martian better.
But Interstellar is going to win the awards.
Yeah,
But I only want to watch that maybe once, twice else in my lifetime.
yeah. Right. It's heavy. Like, whereas The Martian, you made a really good point there.
So
It's
good.
funny. Like, Matt Damon is freaking awesome in it. Like, he's so funny. There's that loaded freaking cast. Like, it's just a good movie to throw on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Pena. My gosh, I'm looking at this cast. It's crazy.
I will
Love that movie.
I will say at the end, I hate it. The only part I don't like is at the end when he has to, like, he becomes Iron Man for 2 minutes. And I'm like, you could have just made the math work out and it would have been the same outcome. You know what I mean? You did not have to add a wrinkle right at the end. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah. It was pretty tense though. Like, that part, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, is he about to not make it? Like, I'm like, this whole build up and he's not gonna make it.
And it's kind of interesting because right now we currently have I think some sort of space shuttle or something like that where people are being held up there longer than they were supposed to be. And I don't know if they have to orbit again or they took on another voyage or something like that. And right after they were supposed to come home, a couple days later, there's reports of them like hearing things on the ship and stuff.
Whoa.
And this new Alien movie's coming out in space, kind of like the same premise. And everyone's like, what is going on?
Oh God. No, I did hear about that. I need to look it up though, so I can. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Dude.
I like The Martian. So good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And did you watch Den of Thieves with Ice Cube Jr.?
I think I did, but I thought I saw something.
So Den of Thieves 2 is coming out, and I'm freaking pumped. O'Shea Jackson Jr., highly underrated freaking actor. Okay. He is so good.
And who's that? That's
Ice Cube's son.
That's Ice Cube's son. Okay. And he wasn't he in the NWA movie, right?
He played Ice Cube.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Copy.
Freaking identical to his dad. So he's playing his guy again, which I'm pumped about. And Gerard Butler's in the second one. I don't know what the story is. But Den of Thieves, the first one, is just freaking awesome. If you haven't watched it, I would watch it.
I'll give it a watch. It says on Netflix, so.
Total plot twist. Like, it's so good. So I'm pumped they're making the second one.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. What else?
Something new in my world. I'm getting some new eyes, potentially.
Really?
Getting new eyes. I'm getting either LASIK or PRK in November.
No way.
Courtesy of the Air Force. That? Feel very excited.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So no more glasses?
Well, no more glasses. I only wear glasses when I go to the movies or drive at night. So
I'm like, wait, does he even wear glasses? Yeah.
So super excited I can get this corrective surgery for free of the Air Force. I have a buddy in Colorado Springs too, so I can just stay with him and save money on the hotel. And really all I have to do is buy my flights out there, and it's super quick one ways with Frontier there. So the whole thing is going to take me 2 weeks off of work basically, and shout out salary. And like, I don't know, $300 for a round trip ticket. Probably I'll give some money probably for the people holding me up, obviously too, or something like that. But
and you get to go to Colorado for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nice.
So that'll be a good time.
That's exciting.
So I got that coming up in November, but because of that, I think it's happening NASCAR weekend. So I don't think I'll be able to go. I don't think I'll be able to host you guys. I know you guys were looking at plane tickets to come out here. So
yeah. No, speaking of that, it's Christopher Bell, I mean, he's in a great one. He's in a great spot right now in the round we're in. No worries. Well, knock on wood, no worries there for him. But I don't know what it is, man. Denny Hamlin is like regular season freaking god, and then the playoffs roll around, and then he freaking sucks. Like he's literally, if he doesn't, I feel like if he doesn't win in Bristol this weekend, he's literally going to get eliminated in the first round. It's crazy. I'd like to see him do well, because he's never won. Like he's like, who's your regular season champion of whatever that's just never actually won a championship? Freaking like in basketball, I don't know who hasn't won, like Carmelo Anthony or like Charles Barkley or whoever.
Like the 76ers always
Dan
do well in the
Marino.
regular season. Dan Marino.
He's like Dan Marino. That's perfect. He's like Dan Marino. So good, but just can't win the big one, you know? I don't know. So we'll see. I mean, I'm excited. It's always fun, playoff time. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
but no,
cool.
man, that's really cool. That's exciting. That's exciting stuff for you.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm also going to do, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the Project 50 with a coworker. And the Project 50, I think it's like a lower version of the 75 hard thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Project 50 includes 7 rules, personal transformation. I'm going to transform myself here. Okay. What is it? Okay. All right. Let me just go back to the Google thing. All right. 7 rules of Project 50. You are going to wake up before 8 a.m. I don't think that's really a rule because I don't know. I have to be at work at 7:30. So
yeah.
I think I might change that to like 6 a.m. I got to create a morning routine. So I'll probably just get up before 6 and run. Rule 3 is exercise. So maybe I can just run every day while doing some strength training, maybe at night some days. Rule 4, read 10 pages a day. Now, This is the one where I have potential to fail, I think. Because I don't read much anymore. I like reading. I just don't do it much anymore. So I'm going to have to find a way to do it. I'm going to have to spend, cut out 5 minutes of the day to read my book. Rule 5, dedicate 1 hour towards a new skill.
Oh, like that too.
So we'll come back to that. Rule 6 is like eat healthy or do a diet. I think I do well when I meal prep, so I'm just gonna keep continuing meal prep. I think as well. Sometimes after golf, we'll go like fast food or something. I think maybe just for the 50 days, no fast food at all.
That's good. Yeah.
No, and fast food constitutes drive-through. I wouldn't consider Chipotle fast food, but like anything with the drive-through fast food, I'm just gonna stay away. All the fried food. So I think that would be good. And then rule 7, track your progress. So that's like in terms of like writing it down, making it tangible, like that. And that's how you set goals. So how I'm going to dedicate my new skill, I'm going to do a video every day, I think, of the days or something like that. So I got like a little camera that has a gimbal attached to it. It's so fucking sick. And I think I'm just going to like do like a mini vlog every single day and keep it like under a minute. And I'll post it to Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or whatever. And I think I'm just and I'm gonna have to edit it every day, and that's gonna be like my new skill doing it.
So yeah.
I guarantee I'll take an hour of it a day to probably edit, a minute, honestly, because I want to do it well and I want to learn how to do it better. So that'll be my new skill. And then track my progress. That'll probably be with that. I'll get a little notebook too, I guess, and just kind of talk about how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and it should be good. I'm going to feel like Matt Damon on The Martian, I think, is going to be something.
Exactly.
So I got some ways I think I can make it funny, and do it well. And I think just saying it out loud makes it a little tangible. So tomorrow we're going to start with Project 50 here. So
good. No, that
maybe you'll do it with me. Maybe you do it with me, JT.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You got to get me till like Monday. No, I'm down. Like I'm I'm into a lot of the stuff you just said. Like I'm a journaler. I journal every day. And I've done that for, probably almost coming up on a year. and like there's a section in the beginning like goals for the day, and you just, even if it's just a small ass goal, and I feel like to your point, I think that's a very effective way of trying to accomplish something, like just writing it down, being like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do today, right?
Mhm.
No, I'm down. No, I'm down. You got to send me the rules. Send me the rules when we're done.
I'll send you the rules. I did see
So-
something else that it was like you're supposed to get 6 hours of sleep, and I'm like, that could counteract into the wake up before a certain time a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So
So maybe
that,
you got to go to bed earlier, Tiggy Nation.
well, I think that is just, yeah, something that needs to happen. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Something needs to happen. Wake up before 8 and get at least 6 hours of sleep. So that's combined with the wake up early. So I need to get at least 6 hours of sleep. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. So
We can do this.
so
Yeah,
if I have
send me
to
the
get up,
rules.
yeah. I think so I think for school nights, I 6 a.m. is the cut. But for weekends, maybe do 8 a.m.
Yeah, that's fair.
bed by 2. You know what I mean? Just because, like, I don't know. It's like I can't. You don't want this to stop your life. You do want this to change your life and transform your life a little bit, but you don't want this to have you stop living. You know, and if you're doing something at night that bleeds into the hours, you know, maybe you're out having fun with your buddies or whatever, doing whatever. You don't want to. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
No, you're right. You're right. It is. I think that's good for the weekend.
Yeah.
Like give yourself a little more time to
Yep.
sleep. That's fair.
But we're gonna do that. We're gonna get fucking after. We're gonna change. We're gonna be so good in 50 days. We're gonna be. You won't even recognize me on this pod anymore.
Amen. So it's 50 days. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you got to send me the rules when we get off here, and I got to put myself a little game plan together here
Hell yeah.
because we're gonna freaking do this thing.
We're gonna do this, man.
We're gonna fucking. Sorry, I don't cuss that much on here anymore, but we're gonna fucking do it.
Oh man, but that's all I got, Jay.
That's all I got too. That honestly, I think that's a good spot to end it. Tiggy Nation, you send me the rules when we get off of here.
Mm-hmm.
You have a great time at the Green Day concert.
Yeah.
They got some freaking bangers,
Dude.
so I'm sure that's going to be a great time.
I was looking at the set list. They're playing like 30 songs, and I'm like, I know 15 of these easily.
Yeah, like they do. They have freaking bangers. That'll be fun. But awesome. No, sounds good. Thank you all for hopping back in line with us. Excited for you to listen to my Pittsburgh Steelers speech. Yeah, and we'll catch up next week. And thanks again. Bye-bye.